Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They're halfway home, looking good, and a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No two games ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple little details, standout performances, big play. They help set each game apart. That makes every one of them entertaining to be a part of.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
Howell got the nod from Commanders leadership to be the team's starter this year. A nice bump for last year's 5th-round pick. One start as a rookie and didn't look bad at all, winning the team's finale. And let's not forget, this is a guy who was once viewed as a first-round pick. So there's plenty of promise hidden beneath the surface.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20.
Came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle
and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Al now to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. He's still on his feet. Curtis Samuel, touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Now back to throw. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he's got it. Caught him in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Howell. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Danny Shelton make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's got this to Pickens. And a good job there getting to him quickly after the catch as he's brought down right.
One bad week, it takes him out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 47 yards. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 14 carries, 62 yards.
There were some signs of life from the ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Lyman can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
They go play action here on 1st down. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Straight ahead, Walker fighting him off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Eluding the pressure right. Gets past one man, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Charbonnet going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Let's go. HAWKS 70, HAWKS 70.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Ballore taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I would kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Got his target, Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Powell. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Powell out of the shotgun. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And that'll wind chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Take four. Let's set a target.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And Thomas has it. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's second down. Look to throw it. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hey, we got 4.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Howell looking to throw again. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Joseph's got it, and that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Robbie Anderson, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, still going. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Will Disley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. First possession of the second half now for Washington. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Out from the gun. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Robinson with another carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Howell. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And he will ball his way in there for the 2 points.
This is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues.
After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Check. 4 down. 4 down.
Back to throw. Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw. Howell. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. Powell. And returns it right back to Samuel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And now the rookie's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line.
Alert, alert. 3 down.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Bang, 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 bang.
Looking to throw. Howell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Howell. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Another throw for Howell. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and they will remain well behind. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's got it to about the 40. 2nd down and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught over the middle by Fan. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Pickens is there on the crossing route. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. And the Washington offense going back to work. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
4 down, check.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Operating from the gun. Howell working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season.